welcome to Stone 12 Days of IPA episode number 1 of...
Brutal Battle.
So, this is a pack of beer I've seen a few years in a row, and I've always had the urge to get it, but I just never got it. It comes out in like November, or at least on the East Coast where we are. It comes to our liquor stores in November, and it's getting set up, obviously, for December for the holidays, and it's their kind of advent calendar where it's 12 different IPAs in a 12-pack, all in bottles, 12 ounces. And this year I just went ahead and did it because, A, we haven't had a whole lot of IPAs in the house recently, and so we're kind of low on hoppy stuff. And B, Stone is just known for, well, has been known in the past at least, for having some of the best, boldest IPAs. All about hoppy.
Haven't had Stone in a while.
That's the other thing. We have not had Stone in a while. So I was thinking, wouldn't it just be fun to just go through 12 different Stone IPAs and we'll rank them? So it is 12 days of IPA, but we're not going to do 12 episodes. We're going to do 6 because 2 per. So it's going to take a little bit of time. So bear with us if you're not so much into this. But on the final episode, we'll go ahead and give each of our rankings of where we put all of these IPAs so that we can each figure out for ourselves what we think is the best hoppy beer, at least included in this pack from Stone.
Now, do you know, and I know we're not like super well versed in Stone beers, but
yeah,
are there any beers that like are exclusive to this pack?
I think there's one in there that's their 27th anniversary beer. So I think that might be exclusive to the pack.
Okay. That would be... I always find that it's always like a pisser when like there's one beer that you want and you don't want to buy the whole damn pack.
Right, yeah.
But then it always feels like special when you do get the pack because it's like...
And on that note, the first brewery I remember doing that with the, pack-specific beer was Flying Dog. And that was before they had a location in Frederick, Maryland, which is now all closed at this point, when they were just in Colorado. And I remember the beer too, because it was a phenomenal beer. And I was like, oh my gosh, this sucks. I can only get it in the pack. It was their single hop Simcoe IPA. And it was really good. And I was just like, it's cool that it's an exclusive to this pack, but it also sucks because I want more.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
you love your Simcoe.
Simcoe's pretty amazing in beers. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into the first two. Just an explanation of how I paired these beers up for the episodes. I predetermined them based off of alcohol levels so that we're not ever having a ton of alcohol or just like a super small amount of alcohol in one episode. So this one is literally the highest ABV in the pack and the lowest.
Oh, interesting.
So we're going to start with the lowest first because most likely it'll have the least flavor, but maybe not. We'll find out. So the first one, did you want to do the first one or you want?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll do the second
First one is Neverending Haze IPA. Oh, and I guess we should just kind of let people know off the bat, where is Stone Brewing from? I believe Escondido, California, but they also have a location I know in
Virginia,
in Richmond area, and they also have...
that's what it says, Escondido, California, and Richmond, Virginia.
They also have a location in Berlin, Germany.
Oh, well, that's not on the bottle.
Well, because they're distributing this in the U.S., that's why, but yeah. Okay, so this is their Neverending Haze IPA. This is flat 4%.
4%?
Straight up 4% hazy IPA.
Jeez.
Yeah, Neverending Haze.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's find out, because I don't think I've ever had a hazy IPA from Stone. I'm pretty sure I've never had a hazy.
I mean, I feel
it doesn't look very hazy, to be honest,
honestly,
either.
Honestly, I feel like the last time we had Stone, like, hazy IPAs weren't a thing.
Well, yeah. Yes.
Like, I guess they were a thing, but, like, not as popular.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is that, and that's why I don't think we've had it. But this is not hazy.
Hardly hazy.
This is ridiculously clear.
It's pretty clear.
Especially for a hazy IPA.
It's like a little hazy. It's a little cloudy. Like maybe cloudy, I would call it.
Yeah, but that could be like a chill haze, honestly. Because, yeah, I mean, it looks like a clear beer.
Yeah, it does.
So, not properly named. Let's be honest.
Smells good.
Ooh, it's very floral.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think that's one of the things I do remember from a lot of the Stone Hoppy beers is they go hard on like floral and grassy notes typically. Mm. It does smell good. It's like I'm
getting like mango.
Yeah. I get some grapefruit.
And some pineapple.
Grapefruit, pineapple, mango, and flowers. Very flowery. Maybe a little bit of like a honeysuckle.
Yep.
Because there is a little bit of a honey sweetness.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It smells good, though.
It does smell good.
It smells like there's actually a bit of bitterness in there.
It does. I could see that.
So, okay. Let's get into it.
Pretty watery.
Low flavor. Pretty low flavor.
Yeah. But, I mean, I feel like there's a place for this beer.
Sure.
Because with that ABV, and I feel like there's enough flavor to make it, like a 4%, I'm not kind of expecting a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
So I feel like it kind of hits the mark. And I don't know. I don't know why we all of a sudden got into 16-ounce cans as, like, mainstream, but I love a good 12-ouncer.
Well, here's the funny thing, though. At one point in the podcast some years ago, at least I was complaining that I wanted 16-ounce cans.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because that's when 16-ounce cans weren't very popular. It was mainly 12, and like only a few breweries were wading into the 16-ounce area. And I was like, man, that's perfect. That's what I want. Because a lot of the times I want just more than one beer, but not an entire other beer. So
yeah,
it's hard to please people, including us.
I like it because like I could feel like I could drink the 12-ounce and be satisfied.
I'll be honest, like this is very low flavor. Like I get the flowery aspect of it that was on the nose for sure. There is more of a bitterness to it than I was expecting, which is fine with me. A little bit sweet.
A little like citrus.
It's so faint. It's like citrus, but like
it's like a kiss.
Yeah, I can't suss out in depth those.
Oh yeah,
the aromas
because they're so light. It's so light. Okay.
I don't hate it.
Right. I was saying I don't hate it. I mean, I might drink it.
I'm okay. But I will say this. It doesn't look like a hazy IPA. It does taste like it.
I can see
because it's also got that strong yeastiness in the flavor as well that you get with a lot of hazy IPAs. So it definitely tastes like one. It just doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm okay with it. I'm down.
Okay.
I'm cool with it.
So the next offering is their delicious double IPA. It's 9.4%.
Okay. And obviously, like I said, this is the most high ABV, or the highest ABV in the pack. So, got to balance out this Neverending Haze with something a lot more serious. I'm not going to give us too much of this right now. Okay. There we go.
I feel like the bottles are so nostalgic.
Because they're bottles, not cans.
Because I feel like that's how I remember like first drinking beer.
Okay, this looks really
At the same time, I miss the snap of the opening of a can.
Okay, this looks gorgeous to me. It looks super clear. It looks very orange.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Like, this says syrupy Imperial IPA that's going to be good.
And it smells like it, too.
Oh, that's really piney.
That's up your alley.
This is like the piniest hoppy beer I've smelled in a while.
But I'm also getting a lot of dehydrated orange.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good call.
And it's like syrupy.
Yeah, it smells super syrupy,
resiny.
sticky. You're going to have to chew this a little bit. Yep, I 100% agree. Dehydrated orange, pine, resin, syrupy, 100%.
Yeah.
This smells like
Smells
the
good,
Imperial IPAs of yesteryear.
Yesteryear.
Yeah, the West Coast style, I mean.
Yeah. I think, hopefully it's good. I hope it's not too boozy, though.
Actually, this is actually now reminding me, when I think about it more and smelling it more of East Coast style Imperial IPA, On the Wings of Armageddon by DC Brow.
I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah. I don't even know if they still make that.
They do. I just saw.
Oh, they do?
I just saw on Facebook a liquor store near us just got it in.
And if I remember correctly, that was done fully with Falconer's Flight.
And they're 12-ounce cans.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This smells really good.
I just hope that the ABV doesn't
kill you. Oh, dude.
It's good.
Dude,
It's boozy, though.
I dig this.
It's very good. It's boozy, though.
It's boozy. It's syrupy. It's sweet. But again, like I was saying with the nose, this is taking me back to the Imperial IPA, West Coast / East Coast style IPAs of the yesteryear. You almost have to chew it a little bit. It is very resiny. Like I was saying, the nose was reminding me a lot of On the Wings of Armageddon by DC Brow. The flavor is reminding me more of resin by 6 Point Brewery out of, I believe they're out of Brooklyn.
It's a blast from the past. I haven't had that in a while.
I loved that beer.
Yeah.
I was all about resin for a while. And those were in the cool, like, skinny 12-ounce cans that look like energy drinks. Yeah. Give you energy in certain ways.
Remember, was it 6 Point that did that one pack that we liked?
The Jammers?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like their... Was it a Berliner Weiss or Goza? I think it was Goza. Yeah, and it was just like the base Goza and then a bunch of different variants. And I remember there was like a berry one and a tropical one were like the two best.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
This is tasty.
I like this a lot. Like, yes, it's very syrupy. And I'm tasting what we smelled in it, too. You know, the dehydrated orange, the pine. It's very resiny.
Yeah, it tastes exactly like it smells. A little sweetness, a little bitterness. It's just a smidge too boozy for me.
I'm totally good with it. I don't even care about the booziness. For 9.4%, I don't think it tastes that bad boozy-wise.
No, I mean, it could be worse, but
I'm just
not interested in a beer that's boozy.
If you can't tell, I'm just super digging on the fact that this is just taking me back like a decade.
I think you're going to like a lot of these beers, actually.
Yeah, this episode is making me even more excited for the ones that are going to be straight IPAs or Imperial IPAs. The hazies probably not as much, but it's, yeah. Like, I'm almost feeling a little bit emotional about this.
Man.
Well, because there are so many times where, like, I see all the hazy IPAs out there, or we're having hazy IPAs on the podcast, and I just, no pun intended, I just pine for the days of the West Coast style IPA and Imperial IPAs.
Yeah.
And for me, for my palate, I understand why people like hazies, but for me and my palate, that was the pinnacle of the craft beer movement for me. It was also way more popular at that point, and it was on the rise. It wasn't dying basically like it is right now, but
yeah, I mean, they're still you can still find them out there. They're just hard to find.
Well, and like a brewery like Stone's going to stick around,
right.
So I mean, I don't think they're in danger, but
they're established. Well, who knows? I don't know. More and more breweries are closing or downsizing.
Okay, so obviously for me, my favorite of this episode is the delicious double IPA.
I agree. I do like that one more.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good, in my opinion. I didn't expect to like it this much, but I really like it a lot. It's pretty great. So anyway, fun start to this one.
Yeah.
Happy we're doing it?
Yeah, should be fun.
I'm like exponentially more happy since we actually tried these that I got the pack, because I'm like living in the past.
Yeah.
And it is the best past ever. Okay, cool. So, stick with us as we do 5 more of these. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, we're going to give that ranking at the very end. So to wrap things up, just going to say, if you want to get in contact with us, you want to say hi, you want to get beer recommendations, give us beer recommendations, tell us what formats of episodes you want more of. Email us at brutalbattlepodcast@gmail.com. You can actually probably reach out to us through our Instagram as well.
You can send us a DM.
At
Brutal Battle Podcast.
And we're also on beer social media, Untapped. You can be our virtual drinking buddies. I am Carlton Malibu, all one word spelled as it sounds.
I am Ruby Reb 62.
And you can get back episodes at brutalbattle.com or go to archive.org and just search Brutal Battle and get them all that way, because that's where we host our files. Do us a favor, though. Please rate us and review us through whatever podcatcher you use. And also, word of mouth. Tell cool people who want to hear podcasts about craft beer, this is going on.
Yeah,
check it
it's
out.
Happening.
But regardless, really do thank everyone for listening to this, especially if you've been with us for a while, like Kelly and Kyle Norman. Also, shout out to Olivia Norman. the little one, but not so little anymore. She is cool.
Growing up.
She's a super cool kid. But anyway, thanks everyone for checking this one out. And until next time.
Keep it brutal.